Welcome to Where in the World? Today is our second day in Cairo, and we're focusing more on Egyptian history and culture, and also doing a little shopping later on. There's a lot to see. Come join us. We started our day bright and early at the opening of the Egyptian Museum. We started at the front at the replica of the Rosetta Stone. And for those of you who are like me, who believe the Rosetta Stone was just a app to teach you how to speak different languages, I learned a little different. It's essentially an announcement that was written in 3 different languages, one of them Greek, one of them hieroglyphics. Because scholars were able to understand the Greek, they were also able to decipher the hieroglyphics. With the great knowledge of our guide, we learned so much here. So much I can't even begin to describe. However, I'll try to provide a few highlights for you. Here you can find mummies. At the Egyptian Museum, they also have a large collection from King Tut's tomb. They have artifacts from the earliest dynasties to the latest dynasties. It was profoundly helpful to have a guide to help us understand all of the things that we were seeing. If you're into learning about history and culture, this is a great place. You could spend a lot of time here. Next, we went to what our guide called the religious sector. And she called it that because there were places of worship for pretty much every religion. Christianity, Greek Orthodox, Jewish, Muslim, all of them were in this same location. One of the most interesting places we visited was called the Hanging Church. The actual name of this Coptic Orthodox church is the Church of the Mother of Saint Mary in Egyptian Babylon. It dates to the 3rd century and is one of the oldest churches in Egypt. The church is called the Hanging Church because it is built above the gatehouse of the Babylon fortress, the Roman fortress in Coptic Cairo. There are areas where you can actually look down and see the timbers that it's built on and the walls of the ancient Roman fortress. Talk about reuse and recycle. It doesn't get any better than this. If you have an interest in religious history, this is a great place to visit. The next stop was the Mosque of Muhammad Ali. It was built between 1830 and 1848. As we walked into the courtyard, our guide told us the story of the clock tower. She explained that the gift was a return gift from the King of France to Muhammad Ali for the Luxor obelisk, which now resides in the Concorde Square in Paris. She also said that the clock worked for a few years and then stopped. I wonder who got the better of that deal. There is also a great panoramic view of Cairo from the Muhammad Ali Mosque, so make sure you get an opportunity to take that in. Thank you. We also were able to go inside the Muhammad Ali temple. Non-Muslims are welcome, and it is a surreal place. Gorgeous. The workmanship is incredible. The Muhammad Ali Mosque is a must-see. Our next stop was the Khan el-Kahlili market. For those of you who are shoppers and bargain hunters, this is the place for you. This market is huge, with a ton of stores, and you can find anything that you want. Our first stop was looking for spices. I have to say, our guide was very protective of us. We have traveled many places throughout the world, so we are used to people being somewhat aggressive trying to sell us things. It is not off-putting. However, when you do see something you want, please remember to bargain. This is a place where it really takes some banter and some back and forth to get the best price. Remember to have fun with it. Don't be intimidated. There's no shame in bargaining. In fact, on occasion, I'll bargain and I'll get the price down to a point where I actually think it's a little bit unfair. And I will give the person more than we actually agreed upon. So again, have fun. Remember that you're privileged to be here. Be kind and treat the merchants with respect and love. From there, we went back to have dinner, and then were dropped off at the hotel. Another phenomenal day in Cairo. What a joy to be here. Thank you for joining us for our second day in Cairo adventure. See you next time.